Hello, my friends. Welcome back. How are you? I hope doing okay. Let's head on over and read the inspiration for the day. If I can keep it in my hands, that is. Okay, instead of standing on the shore and proving to ourselves that the ocean cannot carry us, let us venture on its waters just to see. And that's by Teilhard de Chardin. I hope I got that right. Okay, let's head on over and see what I'm up to today. I have here a little precious bird, and I casted it myself out of a mold. It kind of looks like this bird right here, except they're just a little bit different in size. I took my Swarovski crystals and I glued them all over the top of this bird. And I'm really interested to see if we made a mold of this bird with the Swarovski crystals on the top, would it catch inside of that mold and give us a sparkly mold. I'm going to use my Let's Resin silicone rubber, and it's OA in hardness. It's a part A, part B, 1-to-1, non-toxic, odor-free, and bubble-free. And you also have to weigh this with scales. So I have my scales out. I'm going to put my cup on there, and I'm going to tear out the scales, which means clear it out to 0. I'm going to pour my part A in my cup. And I'm just going to go almost to the top, but not quite. And I'm going to make sure I remember the number that's on there, which is 28, I believe. Then we're going to put the new cup on there, tear it out, which means clear it out. And then we're going to pour part B all the way to 28. Sometimes I can get it right on the money, and other times it gives me just a hassle. But I think we hit it on the money this time. Woohoo! If you're new here, welcome. My name is Tammy, and I'm so glad you're here. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? It's free. It doesn't cost you a thing. It would really help me out. Don't forget to smash that like button before you go. It will help get my video out to more people. Okay, now I've put part A and part B into a new cup. And I'm just making sure I get all of that silicone out of the cup. It is a little on the pricey side, so I don't want to waste a bit of it. And then I'm going to stir it up, making sure I get the sides of the cup really good and the bottom of the cup really good. It's sort of like stirring resin a little bit. You don't want to whip it up. You want to stir it slow. And I stir it for about 3 minutes. We'll take this time to talk about checking my community tab out. We have a new drawing going on right now, and I'm going to place a little snippet of a video of the piece at the end of this video. So make sure you stick around to see if you would like to be entered into that drawing. The rules are on my community tab. You just need to be a subscriber and like the video, and bring your good sportsmanship panties or pants on. But just like I said, make sure you stick around at the end of the video, and I will have the piece there at the end. You can take a look at it and see if you are interested in being in the drawing. And if you are, then just comment on this video or in my community tab and let me know, and I'll add you to the list. Okay, now we're done stirring that silicone. And we're going to place the bird down in this little cup here. It has enough room in there, you know, for us to make a little mold of it, just to see if we're going to capture that crystal look inside of this mold. I'm pouring slow, and I'm staying in one place while I pour. I'm not moving all around the cup, just staying in one spot. And let that silicone move around and go right where it wants to go. And we're going to keep on pouring until we cover that bird. And I cannot believe I made that by the hair of my chinny chin chin. I thought I was surely going to have to pour some more resin, but we covered that bird. I also wanted to let everyone know that I'm giving 5 days for the drawing of that piece at the end of the video, and I will update that list every day up until the entry closes, which will be midnight on, I believe, August the 4th. Midnight will be closing of the drawing, the entry for the drawing. And then I will get my list together and make sure, I have it correct and it matches my other list. I always make 2 lists, and I make sure they match just to make sure I don't make any boo-boos like I have done in the past. And it was very embarrassing for me. I'm just taking this little skewer stick and I'm poking it down there, making sure that the bird didn't float up any, and it doesn't look like it did. So it looks like we're good to go. And I'm just going to let that cure. Now we're back and it's cured. So I'm going to take my little tool here and just break away the where I can get the mold out of there. Just make me a little bitty opening, and that way I'll be able to go ahead and pull it out. Are you guys excited to see if this is going to work? I mean, if it does work, if you don't mind having those little nibs in it, because it's going to have little nibs in it from the crystals being risen off of the bird a little bit. If you don't mind that, if it really does take into the mold, then that would be pretty cool to make your own crystal mold. Let's see if this worked, you guys. Okay, there's the bird. I'm just trying to peek inside of there. I seen something in there. I'm just pulling it out. And this is 24 hours later, because it does say on the bottle of the silicone not to use the mold right away. So I just left it in there till it was 24 hours. Now I've mixed up about 40 milligrams of resin, and it is Let's Resin Epoxy. It's also a 1-to-1. I will link it in my description box if anyone is interested, and you can use my code to get a little bit of a discount on that. And I do make just a little bit off of it. It's not much, but every little bit does help. So if you do purchase it, you can use my coupon code, and then I'll get a little kickback from it. Now I'm using just a little bit of color to color this, to give our bird a little bit, of a color. I didn't want to do it clear because last time I used this color right here in one of the crystal molds, it was beautiful. It really threw off that crystal look. So I thought we would go ahead and use it again to see if, this really worked. So I have our resin stirred up. I let it degas for about 5 minutes. I'm going to spritz a little alcohol in the mold to maybe help with the bubbles. And I'm just going to bounce it upside down and make sure there's no excess alcohol in there. And now I'm going to slowly pour my resin into the mold. And now I'm going to take my little tool here, and I see about maybe 3 bubbles in there. They're sitting inside of the little nibs that we had, the crystals were sitting in. It just held the shape of that. And I'm just nudging some of them to make them come to the top. And now we're going to go ahead and pour some more. I'm going to spray a little alcohol. And now we're back and it's cured. Are you guys ready for this? I have no idea what we're about to see. Let's look at what we got. Are y'all ready? Let's take another peek in the mold. It looks a little crystally to me in there. And it did. It really did give the crystal effect to the bird. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? I have wanted to do this for a while now, and I just never, really had the time to do it. But one night I sat and I just glued those crystals on there. But it works. Look at that. That is cool. What do you guys think of this? Let me know in the comment section below. I mean, if you don't mind the, from the where the crystals were, it's sticking up just a little bit. It's not a bad way to make a crystal mold. At least I don't think. I mean, those molds are expensive. I can't believe this worked. It looks pretty good, if I have to say so myself. Let me know what y'all think about it. Y'all know what time it is. Today was short and sweet. I will see you tomorrow. God bless you. Goodbye, my friends.